flower friends, time for a few updates. I have been doing my best to get as many seeds started indoors as possible. Uh, it was very much delayed by waiting for a proper soil sifter to come in. I finally did get the correct size soil sifter, so now I am kind of trying to kick out as many of these as possible. So what I got started today was my sweet peas. As you saw my pictures online, I did pre-sprout these. I did wait a little too long to get them into these soil blocks. They really should have gone in a little sooner. You can see some of these guys are really leggy. I think they're going to be okay. So I wanted to show you how I blocked these before I moved them to their location. So these are actually double stacked 2-inch soil blocks. Reason being, sweet peas have much longer root system, and they also do not like their root system being very much disturbed. So I am attempting to see how a 2-tiered soil block holds up and if that helps to keep them happy. So they just have these little coffee stirrer sticks. I've punched those down through the soil blocks to try and help to keep them together. I ended up making more blocks than I had seeds, so I randomly threw a few seeds in here that have not been pre-sprouted, and who knows, we'll see what happens. So once I'm done here, I'm going to go ahead and cover each of these seeds with a little bit of soil. And I think because these are very much cold-loving flowers, I think I'm going to try keeping them in my garage at night, where it should be fairly cool. I mean, our nights aren't getting much below, I don't know, I'm going to say like 22, 23 right now. Although I did check the forecast and there are 1 or 2 days next week where it's going to drop down to maybe 17 at night. So I think I'm going to attempt leaving them in the garage for night, and then moving them outside during the day. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that, but I think it's going to be just a little bit too warm here in my laundry room. I know it is fairly cool, but probably not cool enough to keep them happy. So we will keep you posted on how those go. As soon as I'm done this video, we're going to put a little soil on top of those and go. Now, the first update of trays here, this is my Yarrow tray, and check it out, guys. Looks like I accidentally put 2 seeds in that one. Not a big deal. But we have little tiny sprouts of yarrow coming up. Super excited. Look at that one. That one's getting really tall. I'm really excited about that. Not overly concerned about these little bits of white, of the little kind of fluffy mold. That's really not going to affect my seedlings at this point. You know, I've gone through and pulled some of the bigger ones off, but reality is that it's really not going to cause any problems with my plants right now. Next one is Orlea. These guys aren't doing anything yet. So I'm gonna have to check and see if they have a slightly longer germination time or if I did something wrong, because I'm not seeing anything going on these guys. Oddly enough, these guys were developing quite a bit of the mite mold. I sprinkled a little vermiculite on top, hoping to maybe help control that. It doesn't really seem to be helping a whole lot, but I'm not getting any germination on them yet either. So have to give those a couple more days and see what's going on there. Next, are you ready for this? Do you guys know what these are? Yes, this is my nemesis. Those are Snapdragons sprouting. Oh my gosh, you guys. For those who were following me last year, you know I couldn't even get a seed to start. But we have little bitty Snapdragons starting to poke through. One apparently accidentally went there. That's okay. So super excited for how things are going so far. I still have quite a few more seeds I need to get started indoors. I need to get my Lysianthus going. I need to get my stock going. Oh my gosh, just so much. But now that I have a proper soil sifter, I went ahead and picked this guy up. So this has a 1/4 inch spacing in the bottom, and this is working out just right. The really cool part about it is it sits on top of one of these big Home Depot buckets. So I can go ahead and sift a bunch of dirt in here. Again, I am using the Coco Loco as my starting mix. And yeah, so now that I have the right size sifter to use, we are all go. We are Gonna get as much of this started as possible. Got the sweet peas done tonight. That was a little bit of double work with having to do the stacked soil blocks. So yeah, maybe tomorrow night we'll try and get the stock going. Maybe I'll aim to do one thing a night, but this is how things are going so far. I am super excited, guys, to be starting getting some growth on these. So promising start to the season. Stay tuned for more updates.